All right, Road to Glory, week 5. 4 weeks already in the books. We got rivalry week, so I think we have two rivalry weeks this year, but a lot of good matchups this week. Standings. We have a new first place with Mirando. Had a big week last week. I think he had 211. But him and McGill still undefeated at the top, and they do play each other this week. So obviously, that is the matchup of the week to watch. We have Ethan Solo in third at 3-1, followed by Brett, Galigo, and me at 2-2. But this league's still anyone's game. So ton of injuries, brutal. Um, in the last couple weeks. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the matchups for last week. Matchups for last week. Let's see. How did I do? Okay. Last week. Me versus Evan. I actually thought Evan was gonna get me, but his receivers did shit the bed. So starting with me, decided to make the switch to go Jordan Love. Um Dallas has been brutal against defenses. I think 24 to Hurts, 31 to Russ, 29 to Caleb, and now 27 to Love. It was a no-brainer for me. Um, Jamar, I mean, I kind of actually expected this going into this game. DJ Moore has been a no-show. Pittman's been like a good, fresh breath of air for me, just having a couple late round picks going well with him and ETN. Josh Jacobs had a monster game. It was awesome to see that. Kyron at 10. Kelsey's just been mediocre. ETN's been a monster for me, bro. Houston at 16. Nick Cross had 11. Not great for my D lineman, but Evan obviously just here was not ideal. Herb with 15. Nico with 9. We lost Malik Neighbors on IR, torn ACL out for the year. Um, I do feel for you, Evan, just because I have neighbors in two leagues. So, and then BTJ, I mean, Jacksonville just looks comfortable, run heavy, run first. Not really playing downfield. Henderson scored. James Cook's been unbelievable. Um, Laporta's been mediocre too. Devontae Smith, I mean, dude, I've actually never seen that. Like, that dude was 0 for 8 in the second half and they won. Um, Green Bay's defense a -3. Jordan Brooks at 16 and a half. Just a quiet week from Evan. But I will take the W. So that leads us to a close match between Galigo and McGill. 1-1 there. No, I took McGill. Um, Caleb had 12 versus the Raiders. A.J. Brown, 2 catches for 7 yards is actually crazy. Metcalf had a big one. That 80-yard touchdown. Saquon, the fake tush push. Bucky was a monster. Bucky, but he's out now. Another injury. Dude, he's gonna be a stud. Like this low key could be your keeper right here. Judkins is nice. Kaimi had 10. Denver had 13. I mean, it wasn't a bad week, but like He's killing you right here. And then Miguel Lamar, terrible game. He's potentially out. I think he's gonna be out. Devontae had another touchdown. McMillan had a quiet game with Gonzalez on him. Say Flowers, not terrible. McCaffrey, the absolute beast. Bro's a dog. JT had 13. Kincaid one catch for a touchdown. Roma Dunze's been he's been a monster, bro. Fuck. Detroit 22 points. That's a good start. Daniil Hunter 8.5. Yeah, I mean, close matchup. Definitely some players that shit the bed. Like RJ Harvey at 21. Holy shit. Shakir with 15. Montgomery going from 30 points to 1. Just the way it goes. And then we have Brett versus Japes. Another close matchup, actually. Let's take a look. Okay, Brett had Kyler with 18, Debo with 17 without Daniels and McLaurin. Ibuka had that huge touchdown. So he had 16, Malik with 8, Scattaboo 12, Walker with 11, Ferguson 15, he had that big touchdown. And then Genty has finally arrived. 3 touchdowns. Huge. All 3 touchdowns for them. 189. I know you had Turpin on the bench. 14, Swift 15. Marvin Mims with 19. Japes Mahomes with 27. Jettis with 18. It was good to see him kind of emerge. Something with, he had a touchdown. Slick Rick with 7. Henry with 7. Hampton's come alive. He's going to be a workhorse now. Hunter Henry with 10. Dobbins with 11. Cooper DeJean with 10.5. And Tyrell Dodson with 12. Not a bad week from Japes. Would have beat a lot of people, but just the luck of the draw. So Brett took that one. Okay, so then now that brings us to our holy shit, less than a point. Andrew versus Ethan, and we already see the issue here. Gino with 12 against Chicago. Left some points here on the bench. Puka, absolute monster right now, 13 catches. He's already got I think 44 catches. Wait, oh, I was looking at targets. Jacoby Myers with 6. Quentin Johnston's been hot. He stayed hot. Trey Benson to IR. He had 11. Seattle with 17. Good defensive production. Okay, Ethan had Squash with 25. Amon-Ra with 23. He's hot too right now. Lad, he's been brutal. I have him in the league. He's brutal right now. He's just not he's just not the target. Marvin Harrison, that was a good trade. Got the touchdown. Big sense of relief there. AK, he's gone quiet too. Chase Brown with 9. We got Warren with 15, Pollard with 10. Great defensive production right here. Cam Curl, TJ Hutch. I mean, that won it for you right there. So that brings us to Miranda versus Nihil. Obviously, Miranda, another huge week. 211. Hurts with 19. Even, so he had 19, and I mean, I guess he had the rushing, but London finally woke up. Dude, they play so much different at home. Garrett Wilson had that garbage time touchdown. Pickett's explosion, wide receiver one right now for Dallas. Gibbs with 17, Achane with 17, Javonte with 18. Just overall, offense is so balanced right now. For Nihil, Drake had 23. He had a great week. We had JSM with 10. And then obviously another injury with Tyreek. He had 6 in the first half too. Keenum with 8. Bijan 24. Brace 15. And then the linebackers did good, but Miranda was just too much. Too much offense there. So I think I finished 3-2. 3-2 on the week, which brings me to 10-9. Over 500 now. All right, so let's go over. Did we have any trades? I don't think so. I don't think we did. No. Miranda with Fields. Aaron Waller. Yeah, it wasn't really anything big. DeMarcado is going to be interesting with Benson out. Nothing crazy though. Um, all right, so let's get into this week. Me versus Andrew. Obviously, I think we got a lot of missing pieces. Benson, Lamb and Kittle, Jacobs more, Love Warren, Burrow, obviously, but we all know that already. Um, I'm going Goff, I think, this week. Cincinnati. I think my strategy is literally just whoever's playing Cincinnati or Dallas at this point. Jamar should be okay. Pittman I do like, and I think this is a game where JMO just catches one bomb, so fingers crossed. Uh Kyron, I mean if ETN did what he did last week, I have a good feeling. Um ETN versus Kansas City is gonna be tough. Um Kelsey's just meh. I don't think McLaurin's gonna play, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Couple slots open that I'll wait until the last second. But my team's kind of up in the air this week. Not great. Be really nice to squeak out a win with this lineup, but it's gonna be tough. You just got Dak against the Jets like that. Jets been giving up a lot of points. Puka, bro, cross my fingers, please. Hold them to like 8 catches to 100 yards is a win for me at this point. That's what I need. Quinn Johnson, He scares me too. He's just had big playability right now. Or the oh god. I don't like this. Don't like this. Hubbard versus Miami. He's questionable. Didn't practice, okay. Bucky of Dowdle though. Mason, I mean tough front seven with Cleveland. We'll see how that goes. Mason Taylor. Cross my fingers, please. He's questionable. And then Jacoby Myers. I mean, if I don't know. Um, but to be fair, I think I will week 5. I am actually gonna pick Andrew though. Um, I just have a lot of inconsistency. Like JMO's like a question mark. I don't think Terry's gonna play. Like I don't know. I just don't think I have a lot of points or big play potential. Whereas I think these three are gonna be solid with Dak. Um, even if you lack maybe with running backs, but I think these three are just gonna be solid enough. And then we have who's this Gallego versus Brett. Daniels is back. That's big for you. Playing in the Chargers. I mean, Dart didn't play bad. This is big to watch with Hill out. Like this could be true, like wide receiver one level play here, which could work out. AG's playing Denver. He'll probably get Pat Surtain on him. Jordan Addison, he had a huge play. He should have scored. Um, yeah, the Eagles versus Denver is going to be interesting. Judkins, like him. McBride versus Tennessee, that's really good matchup. I like that for you. And then RJ Harvey in the flex. Okay. He started to come on a little bit. Feel oof. This will be a tough matchup here. Bucky's out. Metcalf is on a bye. Okay, yeah, I got it. And then we have Brett with Bowers on the bench. It's just oh man. The keepers this year have been brutal, man. Kyler versus Tennessee. Okay, you can keep Kyler in for that. Debo versus the Chargers. I mean, if Terry's out again, he's the guy. Egbuka, he's a must start now. Malik, Malik without Tyreek. This could work in Brett's favor. Brett probably likes what he sees out of that. Scatterboo versus New Orleans. I think he scores a touchdown this game, I'll be honest. Kenneth versus Tampa, Ferguson, and Genty in the flex. I don't know, something about that. I just hate that you have him in the flex. Just put him in running back. And then Travis. They're probably going to need him a lot on offense this week. And then I know you have good defense. Marcus Jones, though. Will we see a Marcus Jones punt return? Um, my gut's telling me to go with Brett. I don't know. My gut is telling me to go with Brett. Also, his defense. This dude lives for the Vikings defense, scoring 30 points. Um, which they'll probably get against Dylan Gabriel, but crazy. Just it's kind of crazy to think about Bowers not playing, but Ferguson's been pretty reliable, so Another brother match. Evan versus Japes. Evan's got Herbie against Washington. Good matchup there. And we saw what Penix did this week. Nico's questionable, limited. He should be good to go versus Baltimore. Baltimore's given up a lot of points. Um, I know Houston's been struggling, but I guess we'll see who struggles more, I guess. Devontae against Denver, BTJ versus KC. Uh, I don't know. Henderson versus Buffalo. Cook might fry us. I won't lie, he might fry us. Charbonnet. Obviously, yeah, Neighbors is on IR. Oh, we go with Chiefs. Mahomes against Jacksonville. I like it. Good matchup. Jettas versus Cleveland. Sutton, Philly. Darius Slayton. Purcell's out. Rishi. Yeah, so Rishi will come back, I think, in 2 weeks. Golden's on a bye. Okay. I got it. King versus Houston. Hampton versus Washington. Okay. Yeah, a couple good matchups that I like here. This will be an interesting one to have. Maybe even not. St. Fran's got what? Half their starters out, so going with Jeeps. Kind of a no-brainer for me, honestly, initially with the initial look here. Ethan versus Nihil. Sorry, I'm just checking a couple scores. Squash at home against the Pats. God bless us for what we might witness Josh do to us. St. Brown versus Cincinnati. Yeah, he might go for 20 again. Lad, I can't trust. Marv against Tennessee. I think he's kind of got his swag back. Maserati Marv, AK against the Giants. I see a lot of good matchups here. Even Pollard. Olave would be interesting as well. Nihil's got Drake against Buffalo. Bro, we need Winter Soldier Drake ready to go. He's got to be locked in. JSN. Projected 16 against Tampa. In Seattle. Keenan versus Washington. T. Higgins has been brutal watch with Browning too. Woody Marks. No, I know Brett's so pissed about Woody Marks. Woody Marks is nice, bro. Um, oh, Bijan's on a bye. Sorry, I don't even have to look. Sorry, Nihil, I gotta pick Ethan here. Just seeing that, that's brutal. That's a tough one. And then our last one, matchup of the week. Good matchup, but I don't know what McGill's gonna do at QB yet. Bro, McGill just like Danny Dems for Shakir. I mean, come on, bro. Let's do it. Let's get a deal done. And we have Miranda setting Hurts. I can't say like I blame you, but like, bro, I need Hurts. Need Hurts on my team. Yields at Dallas. Another one of those. Playing Dallas. Nobody scored less than 24 points against them. Also with the stack. Interesting stack here. Got a couple people from this game, okay? And Javante. Jeez. Diggs Diggs revenge game in Buffalo. Do we see it? Gibbs is going for 20. Dude, every player on the Lions might have 20 points. Etienne in Carolina. Phillies defense. London's on a bye. Beeline spot open. Okay. McGill doesn't have a QB yet. Devontae's playing tomorrow against San Fran. Ted versus Miami. I'm just not like a huge fan of the receiver group this week. McCaffrey might have like 13 catches tomorrow. Um, Taylor, I expect a big week. Yeah, I just don't see. I don't know what you're gonna do at quarterback yet. I think Miranda's got a lot of well-balanced pieces here, so I'm going with him this week. Sorry, McGill, first time picking against you. Um, just tough without Lamar, and then Odunze's on a bye. So that's what I gotta go this week. Right, players. Go season total by position. QB. Josh Allen now in first. Lamar Mahomes, Drake, Hurts, Caleb, Danny Dimes, Puka. Ethan could have had both of these. That's sickening to think about. He still got Swash, but um Roma Dunze, Quentin Johnson. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck? James Cook, followed by CMC, Taylor Bijan, Gibbs Williams. I mean, this is fucking nuts. Ferguson, Hunter Henry, McBride, Kincaid. I see here Rogers, bro, at 40 in 1 week. Yeah, that's nuts. Um, that's gonna do it. This video is kind of shorter, I think. Um, just didn't get to do it until late. I apologize about that. Um, but yeah, that's gonna do it. A lot of good matchups this week for sure. Standing's definitely gonna change around a little bit. But good luck. We'll see how the weekend goes. Good. It was gonna be a good Thursday night game tomorrow. Not so much now. But a lot of fantasy players playing in that one. Um, so good luck, and we'll see what the standings look like going into week 6 already. That's crazy to think about. Um, good luck, and we'll see what standings look like next week.